Touch based on something, and it's nothing to do with relationships, but I just want to say one thing, and that thing is just because you're the age of 25, 35, 40, or you have a kid and you're doing shit like that does not mean that you're grown. I'm sorry. Just because you're the age of 25 years old with a fucking child growing in you, or you have a kid, does not mean that you're grown. Being grown is taking responsibility for the things that you do, and also not making excuses for yourself and those around you, and basically stepping up to the plate, taking care of your responsibilities, paying bills, doing what you got to do to be successful, and not being afraid of constructive criticism, at least positive constructive criticism that can turn you and mold you into a positive woman or man. That's one thing I don't understand. Like, people think, oh yeah, I'm 28 years old, and I got a kid, and da 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 da. I'm like, bro, that does not make you grown. Like, for real. And also, it has to do with maturity level too. If your maturity level is not there, then you're not grown. And another thing that I want to talk about is basically, I don't like when people sit there and think that they're better than everybody else. Basically, you have people who sit there and are very successful, and they preach to people like me, who's just a regular everyday person, that they grew up dirt poor. They had to work in McDonald's just to, afford going to school and etc. etc. But at the end of the day, I'm not taking away from what this person could be going through. I'm not saying that this person has not gone through something, but at the end of the day, if you really gone through the struggle, and you basically been at your worst point, like your lowest point in life, and you basically hit rock bottom, it would show in your actions. It would definitely show in your actions. I don't believe that, people hit rock bottom if it don't show. And my thing is this, even if you have gone through these things, remember where the fuck you came from. Stay humble. I don't like these cocky, arrogant people who swear that they're up and down and throughout that they're better than someone just because they have a nice car, just because they have a nice crib, just because they have the Gucci, the Louis, the Versace, and all those basically materialistic things. And to be honest with you, you can tell the difference between somebody who's secure about who the fuck they are on the inside and somebody who's not secure. People who aren't secure, you gotta pay attention to shit that they brag about. They brag about getting bitches, getting money, materialistic things. These are the things that they brag about. Me, on the other hand, I brag about the fact that I love myself, the fact that I'm in school doing good, the fact that I'm working two jobs and also going to school, the fact that I'm getting my shit together, the fact that I got certifications in the career path that I want to be in, which is the culinary industry. I love the culinary industry. How about that? Brag about how, you have family that loves you and would do anything for you. But if you just want to brag about the materialistic shit you got and get upset or talk shit about somebody else because they don't have materialistic things, I mean, if you need materialistic things to feel like you're somebody, then you really feel this low in the inside. Really this low. When I brag about those type of things. Not, oh, I got this good looking watch that I just bought. Oh, look at these new pumps I just bought. Oh, I'm getting money. Like, ain't nothing wrong with grinding, getting money, being successful, building your empire. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you're a female who would do anything, or even a male who would go to such desperate measures just to get a quick buck, that also means that you're insecure. At the end of the day, that makes you a coward. Anybody can be big bad, ball up they fist, fight, argue, basically yell louder than the next bitch or the next nigga. But at the end of the day, the hardest thing to do in this world is the right thing. That is the hardest thing to do. It's easy as fuck to get in trouble, get locked up, make your credit go bad. It's easy as fuck to do those things. It's easy as fuck to sell weed. It's easy as hell to sell pussy. It's easy as hell to strip on the pole. And I'm not saying that, people who do these things are bad people. But at the end of the day, you should not make a career out of that. It's easy to collect money from the state and the government and be getting Section 8 and food stamps. It's easy for that shit. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't be, that's not something that should be permanent. You should be trying to get out of that shit. Not living off of it and just being comfortable. Go back to school. Do what you gotta do. And I'm not gonna lie, I was raised on, Section 8 and food stamps and all that other shit. I was raised on that. And, my family still accepts benefits like that. There's nothing wrong with that because I understand that times is tough. But at least try to do what you gotta do to handle your business. Doing the right thing is always hard. But doing the wrong thing is easy as fuck. Now, if you want to call yourself big and bad, you a badass bitch, a boss ass bitch, a real queen does shit the right way. A real king does shit the right way. And I'm not one to talk because I used to do really bad shit when I was real young. I'm not gonna lie. I used to, be in the streets, running around, acting crazy. But that's because I was a coward and I was afraid to face reality. I'm sitting over here smoking weed just to get high. So that way I ain't gotta deal with the problems or talk shit about somebody else because of the simple fact that I wanted to avoid my own problems. I don't do that anymore. I've been stopped. And one message that I have to give to you guys, and this is one of the biggest things that I stress. Always think with your brain, not your heart. Because when you think with your heart, that fucks up your brain. But if you think with your brain, that's gonna benefit your heart. So there are gonna be times where you have that significant other or that friend that you used to be cool with, that you close with, you wanna be cool with this person. But at the end of the day, you gotta grab your heart and say, no, I will not continue to care for this person anymore, or I will not continue to get played. You have to be like that. I understand that, your heart is strong and you really care. But at the end of the day, how many times do you have to get played by a friend, a family member, or even a significant other for you to realize that this person's no good for you? Ladies and gentlemen, chime in. Am I right? Am I wrong? What's really up?